Hello my friends, and today I'm gonna talk about an issue might be actually interesting for you all. So I just wanted to point out that when I was younger, around 12 I think, I was after a Sega megadrive, Sega Genesis. I insisted my parents to provide me with a Sega megadrive because it was popular at that time in my country and between my friends, and one of my intimates had one, and so my parents decided to buy one. And at that time actually we bought it a bit expensive. After a while, my Sega actually reset button didn't work without any apparent reason. And around the first days of the after I'm buying it, it happened. I was disappointed, totally upset, and so one of my intimates had the real one, and I compared it with my intimate's Sega Mega Drive, and so I just discovered that my Sega is a clone one, unfortunately, and my intimate's Sega Mega Drive was the real one, because whenever you put a cartridge inside the Sega Mega Drive, so there is actually a statement which shows that your Sega is under authority of its company. But my Sega didn't show, and also we compared the sound quality, the actually video quality. My Sega Mega Drive was poorer than the real one, and the speed of the sound quality also was a bit lower and slower. I researched and I discovered that there were some actually reasons behind it, and one of them is that at that time Sega company was not able to produce enough product for all regions, and also one of country that was occupied with the clone wars, but was my country. Some Chinese companies decided to produce clone ones and actually exported to some regions like my country. And another reason was that as Sega Genesis was produced for every single region, the systems were different according to the region. Some of them actually was PAL region, TSC, and other regions. And so whenever you put a Sega Genesis cartridge inside the PAL region, so it doesn't work, doesn't show, and the same is true for the PAL. And so the production price and the ended product for these Chinese companies was rational and actually didn't cost them a lot. But the same is not true about the Super Nintendo, because Super Nintendo chips were so expensive for the clone companies to produce the clone Super Nintendo. At least there are some few, I've seen that there are some few clone Super Nintendos around the world, but the price is high also for the company to produce a clone Super Nintendo. But the price for the clone companies to produce Sega clone ones are rational, and it's an advantage for them to produce. Still there are some real ones in my country and you can buy it, and still there are some differences between the real ones, as you know all perhaps. For example, this is the PAL version, from the PAL region, as it's come with the actually a statement which shows that it supports higher quality because of the Yamaha chip inside the board. But some other products with a different region may not come with this actually text. Perhaps they don't have a Yamaha chipset which produce a better sound quality. And Sega Mega Drive 2 also, some of them haven't come with the Yamaha chipset. The price of the clone ones in my country was nearly same to the real one, unfortunately, and we bought clone and experienced clone despite the fact that we paid the price of the real one. And in my country, Super Nintendo was not very popular, unfortunately. And if you have a comment, I appreciate to have your comments.